Hello, I'm going to do the Scorpio energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. I'm going to be using my Tarot Grand Luxe. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. All right, so we're going to look at current situation, and then what is the cards are flying out for you, Scorpio. The challenge, we have the Six of Cups, and I feel like those two wanted to come out for challenge. We have the Ace of Swords. What do you need to focus on? We have the Two of Wands. What are you leaving behind? Your past. Nine of Cups. Your strengths. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's kind of cool. We have 2, 2, and then we have 9, 9. And then the near future, we have the Eight of Swords. The advice, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The environment, that's what I thought. You're definitely growing, right? We have the Empress. Hopes and fears. We have the Page of Wands. And then I feel like these two for the potential outcome. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the King of Pentacles. So that's definitely a good outcome. All right. I'm also going to be using these cards here, which are my Gilded Tarot Royale, for some clarifiers. So we have the current situation is the Two of Swords, which is trying to make a choice, trying to make a decision, trying to look at all sides of the situation before you make a choice, and that's being crossed by the Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're not able to make a choice. I feel like there's some sort of attachment to something from your past that is blocking you from making a decision. It could be that you have been in this situation. Whatever the situation is, I feel like it could be something that has been going on for a very long time, something that you have been very dedicated to, something that has happened in your past, I feel could be affecting you in making your decision or your choice. I feel like this is what is affecting you, what's stopping you. Like there's some sort of block there that's preventing you to move on from this Two of Swords. All right, so let's get some more cards here. Something that is blocking you and preventing you, okay? So I feel like that kind of goes with this Eight of Swords here, is that you're holding yourself back. We have communication, and then we have the Chariot, which is the Cancer sign. So I feel like I almost feel like you know what you want to say, but you can't get it out. Like it's like you're trying to speak, but there's no words coming out of your mouth. I feel like you have this thing that you want to say, but you haven't been able to see it, or communication has not been clear. Like the lines have been jumbled. Like communication is, you know, it's not clear. It's not getting out. You're not being understood. It's just not. See, I can't even. Like I'm having trouble getting communication out. So I feel like that's it. Like that is what you're having trouble with. And I feel like you're feeling stuck. So what do you need to focus on is we have the Two of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. Look at this. All of these repeating numbers here. And we have the Sun. So I almost feel like, have you been trying to do something? Are you trying to work through something? Have you been trying to say something to someone? Or you've been trying to speak up about something for a really long time, but you're not being heard, you're not being recognized, and it's not going through. So I feel like what you need to focus on is, okay, do I want to keep pursuing something where I'm not being heard, the message isn't getting through, like you keep trying for something, but it's just not getting through. And do you want to keep putting energy and effort into that? And I feel like, have you given enough chances, and that now it's time for you to move on? And what you need to focus on is what makes you happy. How do you find some balance? Maybe there's some sort of compromise that you can come within the situation and say, okay, we can just agree to disagree, or okay, this is how I see it, this is how you see it, or this is what's going on and this is what I want to do, and work through that compromise in order to work things through and move forward. What you're leaving behind, I feel like with this Nine of Cups, I feel like it's something that maybe it was emotionally fulfilling for you. Maybe it was your Nine of Cups at some time, some point. And maybe that's why you're having trouble moving on from it, because you thought that it was, you know, maybe there was a time where it was that Nine of Cups. You had reached that, you had that happiness, you had that fulfillment, and you felt really good, but something's changed within that, and it makes it harder to move away from that, because you're like, I thought that was my answer. I thought that was my Nine of Cups. And now that it's not, maybe that's what's holding you back from moving forward, because you had put so much into it. And it's time to cut that out, and that's a difficult thing for you. Your strengths, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it's looking at the positive side, and I also feel like it's having that communication and that release and that back and forth. I feel like you're able to look at the positive side and you're able to move on from things. I feel like you're good at figuring out, okay, how do I make lemonade from these lemons, right? I feel like you're good at figuring out, okay, what's a positive takeaway I can get from this situation, right? What can I learn from, you know, like good at giving yourself that positive where, okay, I can move forward. Near future, we have the Eight of Swords, and I feel like it's you're no longer holding yourself back, that you're ready to break free, that you're ready to move forward. I feel like it's new relationships, new connections, stronger connections. For some reason, I'm kind of feeling it's like leaving a relationship here, but then it's finding new relationships, but it also could be that new love that you find within yourself, and it's like that spark has sparked again. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a new relationship is coming in, but I feel like it could just be that love that you have within yourself, that you're finally excited, you're really feeling motivated, you're ready to move forward, you're happy about things again, because I feel like you were struggling here. But I feel with this near future that you're feeling energized again, you're feeling excited. It could be a stronger connection with some relationships and more of a distance with other relationships. I'm not really sure what this choice is that you're trying to make here, but I just feel like it's very positive energy here for this near future. The advice, I feel like it's kind of looking at new opportunities, looking at new directions, like rebuilding your Nine of Cups. Just because this Nine of Cups over here didn't work out or it fizzled out does not mean that you cannot go for another Nine of Cups. But I feel like you're starting with the Seven of Cups because you're saying, okay, what are all these opportunities? What are these possibilities? What direction do I want to go in? What goals do I want to go in? And I feel like that's what's opening up here, is that advice is looking at all of those new things. We have the environment is the Empress, which I feel like is coming into your own power. But I also feel like you're growing, you're changing, you're evolving, you're watering your own garden, you're tending to yourself, you're tending to your needs. You're looking at, okay, I've tried and tried and tried and tried with this. It's not working. I've got to move on. And I feel like that it's like, again, with the King, with the Empress and the King, that's a lot of power there. So I feel like you're coming into a lot of your own power. And with the King of Pentacles, that's very grounding energy. It's very like you're not scattered about it. You're not overthinking it. You're not over emotional with it. You're just like grounded. You're directed. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You feel like, okay, this is the right choice for me. Hopes and fears, definitely new actions. Pages are young energy, feeling successful, feeling good. Yeah, like when you go on another path and you try new things, you start to wonder, well, you know, is it going to be successful? Is it going to be what I wanted to, you know, there's always those questions. But I feel like with this energy here, with this environment, like you feel grounded, like you might have some doubts, but I feel like you know you're headed in the right direction. And then with the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Cups, which I feel goes back to this Two of Cups, where your cup is overflowing again. Your cup is, you're building new relationships, you're working on relationships, you're happy with yourself, you're, again, with the King of Pentacles, you're feeling grounded. Look at that, the Ten of Pentacles, lots of positive energy coming in for you. And then we have the Strength card, you're confident. I feel like you get yourself back on track. I feel like this was a little thrown off here, but you work your way through it and you feel stronger and more confident than ever. And that's a good thing. That's what life's challenges are about, is to see those weaker spots, to learn from those situations, to grow within yourself and to face new challenges and explore new opportunities and enhance your life. I feel like this one just wanted to come out. We have the Self, gathering your power. Perfect. I know why that wants to come out, is because I feel like that's what this reading is that you are gathering your power. You are becoming stronger. You're releasing what doesn't work for you and you're focusing on what does work for you. Also, we have on May 5th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So there's a full moon in Scorpio, and that's where you're creating new bonds with people that will help you to grow. And that's what I was feeling with this right here. And it's also about it brings up things from the past, that like issues and emotions and all those kind of things that were buried deep below, and then it brings it to the surface so that you can process those, so that you can work on those. And I feel like that resonates with this reading very well, is because that's what you're doing, is like this is what's bubbling to the surface here, and this is what you're working on, and then you're also releasing it, like you're working through it. And definitely with Scorpio, it's like that's the Death card, where it's like you're holding on to something that's holding you back, but then you let that go because you work through it, and then it's about transformation and change. So I feel that that also has to go, that goes very well. That's on May 5th with that moon, and that represents transformation. And then on May 1st, we have Pluto turns retrograde in Aquarius, and that is about healing and transformation. So I kind of feel like that's like a double there for you, that you're also going through these changes and you're healing and you're transforming. And I feel like that is that energy that is kind of pushing you forward. All right, let's get a spirit animal oracle like this one. We have White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. I feel like it's trusting in these changes, trusting in these shifts that you're going through, right? Trusting that, okay, this is what I need to be doing in order to have that fulfillment within life. We have the wisdom of the oracle card. So let's get one of these for Scorpio. We have a fork in the road. I love it because I feel like that's where you are. The fork in the road, that goes perfectly back with the Two of Swords, is that you're at this fork in the road and you're trying to decide how moving forward, but you don't want to carry those things from your past to affect your future. All right, we have the energy oracle. So we're going to grab one of these. Okay, so I feel like these three. So we have this one, which is the Angel of Strength, which I love that because we had the Strength card come out. And you have to be strong going through these changes and making these decisions. And I feel like that is doubly surrounding you. We have hostilities, so I feel like that could go back over here, and not letting that not let that be the theme, like the major energy is getting stuck in that frustration. And then we have Angel of Love. So I feel like that goes over here with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, where it's like loving yourself again, making those choices that are best for you, and having those relationships that help you to learn and grow. But again, the most important thing is making the choices and choosing for yourself, right? Making the right choices for you, and loving yourself, and sometimes making those hard decisions. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.